that activists are brainwashing politicians and HSE management when it comes to proposed new gender recognition laws. Citizens who have gender dysphoria should be treated with respect and decency. But it's also really important that as a society that we base our approach on the basis of science and evidence. For far too long, this debate in this chamber has been driven by ideology, and that ideology has been damaging to both children and to women. Evidence and science are not optional extras. They are critical in the development of a just and fair society. A woman is a female adult, and that sentence is based on logic, science and evidence. It's a sentence that becomes with ease to most citizens in this country, but incredibly, very few TDs in this chamber are able to say that sentence. Over the last 10 years, this government and campaigning groups have embarked, I believe, on a significant campaign of social engineering. Incredibly, the government have tried to delete the word woman from many different aspects of society. They've even tried to delete the word woman from maternity legislation. The HSE has used words like chest feeding instead of breastfeeding. In HSE literature, they produced a document highlighting issues around cervical checks, saying that people with a cervix need to come to the HSE. Teachers have been told on in-service days not to use the words mother and father in class because it's not inclusive. The NCCEA have links in their websites to materials for teachers which talk about not using the words boys and girls in classes for the same reason. We had a former Taoiseach in this stall that put pressure on Irish rugby to reverse their decision to make women's rugby female only. This despite significant evidence which shows that there is enormous damage done by male-born players to female players in that competition. Professor Donal O'Shea of the National Gender Service, a service which is deeply committed to people with gender dysphoria, stated at an Oireachtas committee that activists are brainwashing politicians and HSE management when it comes to proposed new gender recognition laws. Young gay and lesbian people are being told that they're not gay, but that they're in the wrong body. And a consequence of the Gender Recognition Act is that it has actually allowed male-born prisoners to be put in women's prisons in this state. It's an incredible situation that we have had individuals who were jailed for horrific sexual offences being located in women's prisons. Barbie Kardashian was found guilty of threatening to kill, rape and torture his mother. Kardashian was granted a gender recognition certificate by the Department of Social Protection, and he was put in a women's prison. An absolute dereliction of duty by this government. Now, your policy on gender affirmation is ignoring the potential comorbidities that can often exist with children and lead them to question their gender.